Okay, yeah, there we go.
Welcome to the Grab Podcast. I'm Ray Buster. That's Khalid. We just got done watching AEW Dynamite. Let's just get into it, dude. That angle. Fuck it. We're not even, bro.
Yeah.
If you didn't like the angle, leave. Not really. Stay. But like, we're gonna be talking about pretty positively about this angle. We both loved it. So let's just start. Dynamite opens up. The Bucks get out of a fucking Escalade with Okada, and then behind them is a little guy by the name of the Scapegoat Jack Perry, and they walk in, and yeah, and then they cut to like just regular Dynamite happenings, and Swerve and Kyle Fletcher open the show. Good little match.
There was a Mox promo, wasn't there?
There was also a Mox promo. Wait, there was a Mox promo.
Yeah, it was a Mox.
It was good. It was a Mox promo. But during Swerve and Fletcher, I don't think we were watching together at this time. I think you. Yeah. It showed the Bucks and Jack Perry walking up to Tony Khan's office, and they were about to knock, but then they just walked in. And then later, Alex Marvez catches up with them, and he asks each of them individually, is Jack Perry reinstated? And then finally, Matthew Jackson, the mediator that he is, said that Jack Perry and Tony Khan will meet in the ring later tonight. So, after a unfortunate Jon Moxley and Will Hobbs match, which we'll get into why it was unfortunate. It wasn't really either of their faults, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Jack Perry comes out, but there was no music or anything like that. Tony Schiavone just goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Perry," and then he comes out to no music. And then Jack Perry gets the mic. Basically says like he loves Jacksonville, but he's ready to settle whatever the fuck. And then Tony Khan, he calls out Tony Khan. Tony Khan comes out, and Jack Perry says, "All I've ever wanted was the best for AEW. We've had our ups and downs, blah blah blah. But right now, I want to shake your hand and continue to change the world with AEW, whatever the fuck." They shake hands and they embrace. That was the end. Yeah. They zoomed in on Jack's face. And he was hugging him. And he smiled. And then he raised his hand. He was like, "That's my boss." Psych. And he fucking hit him in the gut with a punch. Tony Khan took the funniest bump. It was like it wasn't like a fucking horrible bump, right? For a guy that's never bumped before, presumably.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible bump, but it was funny. And then the Bucks come out, the Bucks and Okada come out, and they're like, whoa, dude, what the fuck?
What the fuck is your fucking problem, dude? Holy shit, he's a billionaire.
Yeah, they were like, "This is a billionaire, what are you doing?" Nicholas and Matthew grab his arms like they were going to do the EVP trigger, but then Okada was like, whoa. And then they stood him up. And then you fucking put him in the power driver position. Yeah, and they did the Tony Khan driver, but before Nicholas did the front flip, Okada went.
Bro, he's
the best.
He is, bro.
And then they hit a fucking Tony Khan driver on Tony Khan.
And
Tony fucking sold that shit like it was fucking like he was dead. Yeah. And he fucking laid there and they just soaked it in. This is when the segment I think like really hit for me. They were sitting there, the crowd was just boo, and they were just like sitting there soaking it in. Like Jack Perry on the top rope, Okada and the Bucks were like chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was fucking awesome. Like this portion of the segment. And then the Bucks and Jack Perry, they walk out, and as they're walking out, Matthew and Nicholas are like, "Thanks for the house, guys. Thanks for the show.
Thanks for the great show, guys.
Thanks, guys." And they were
told Aubrey to go check on Tony Khan.
Aubrey was like, "Get out!" And then Matthew goes, "Check on Tony." Oh, dude. And then the fucking locker room.
The whole locker room.
The whole locker room came out. We're like, check out Tony. And then Shad Khan came out. Tony Khan's dad. Dude, this angle fucking rules. I don't care what anybody says. I told Khalid, as the segment was happening, they need to be very careful going forward about how they present Tony Khan on TV and how often he's on TV. Because I think even with the little backstage segments they've had where like Tony has just been like at Gorilla or whatever, I think even that is a little much at times. Like I'm very weary about those people, like people in those positions in wrestling companies becoming figures on TV. It can be very bad. But this right here, I can make an exception for this. It's like when Kevin Owens headbutted Vince McMahon. That was like, hold on. Whoa, that was fucking beast. There's a way it can be done as long as it's not done too often. And this was a good example of it being done well. And so now, going forward, what is this? Like, I think it's like long term, but also like, what do you feel is going to happen like the next couple weeks with this? Is it just
I feel like
talked about?
This is how Motor City gets on like established on TV.
How? What do you think? How do you think?
Just as like just for the Bucks, for the Bucks, as is they're going to come in as a counter to the Bucks. However, Tony Khan wants to introduce him, I guess. That's why I think will happen. I think that's what makes sense to me. I mean, because what's making sense to me right now is that Tony Khan has to get his get back, obviously, somehow, but not him himself, but using wrestlers, because he is a guy.
I think like they could go about it in a way that's like Tony Khan. I don't know. That is because they do kind of have to make it like a thing where they're doing this for Tony Khan, but I feel like that might still be like, I mean, like that could definitely go very bad, but I feel like if they don't let it get out of hand, it could be. But I think I don't want there to be weeks of build to Double or Nothing where it's like
Tony Khan's gonna promo.
Yeah, or that, or even if it's like a match graphic where it's like Tony Khan is fucking bringing in reinforcements.
Yeah.
That's like a little. I'm sure the match would be great. Like I'm not sure. I'm positive the match would be great, but it's like it's a very easy line to cross that I don't want them to go too deep into it. It's not something I want to happen very often. Like. But I think like in the short term, I mentioned this to you, the next few weeks of television, the Bucks should be running it completely, like at least on obviously like on screen, but like the Bucks should be running it and it should be like a fucking madhouse. Like it's like, okay, listen. Bear with me here for a second, okay? There was an angle that they did on WWE Raw in like the early 2010s where it was like the locker room wasn't standing with Triple H or whatever the fuck. That shit.
Yeah.
It could be something along those lines where it's like the locker room's controlling everything. The prisoners are running the asylum, so to speak. And eventually, like, I don't know, like, because then from there the story would be like the triumphant Tony Khan comes back to control his company, which is like a little. Even that's like a. So I'm very curious to see where this goes.
I feel like this will have really more to do with just Jack Perry rather than the whole Elite. Yeah. I just feel like it's just the Elite just backing Jack Perry. So what it could really be, and it's probably not even like a thing, a like control issue. It's just Perry getting what he feels like his revenge. He's been going for 8 months, so
yeah.
I I feel like in the end, it's just going to lead to probably 4 different matches. Somebody for the Continental title, somebody for the Bucks, somebody for Perry.
That's 3.
Now, what? Oh, it is 3. It is 3. There's 4 people, but yeah,
right,
3 matches.
Sorry.
But Motor City for the Bucks. Okada.
Shibata.
Well, yeah. Shibata be. I mean, he's in.
We're gonna get to that.
But sure, let's go with Shibata and Perry. I don't know. I have no idea. I literally have no idea.
Danny Garcia.
Sure, why not? I mean,
I'm trying to think of guys that are faces that are like branded as homegrown AEW guys.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, okay, hold on. Let me make this very clear. Shibata's not a homegrown AEW guy. I'm not saying that. I just mean like we've seen Shibata on at least like on like press conferences, talk about how grateful he is for Tony Khan and how grateful he is for like AEW for like giving him a spot to do this kind of thing. That was the reason I said him, not because he's a homegrown AEW talent. Just to be clear. But something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if you're right. Because Perry does have to be on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But then like
I don't really know, like
excuse me.
There's with the way AEW has been doing stuff in like when it comes to like groups being in a feud, like a full group being a part of a feud or being starting a feud.
Anarchy.
Yeah, and Anarchy in Arena, Blood and Guts. It's always been those type of things, and that is like that is coming up. So,
do you think that the Bucks are in Anarchy in the Arena? Maybe is that something that happens?
I can see it. I can see it being the case.
Not the Bucks. I mean the Elite and the
yeah.
But like,
that'd be Okada's first like hardcore match, I think, like ever.
This has a lot of ways it can go.
Yeah. It has a lot of different roads it can go down. Yeah,
I guess is the point of the entire thing. But
okay, so now I need next week. I need next week.
Yeah, please.
I don't
want to be pessimistic, but I feel like there's a lot of bad ways that it can go. Right now, I think the angle ruled in this context that we're living in. On April 24th, 2024 at 9:21 p.m.
20 minutes out from Dynamite, yes.
I think the angle ruled.
Yeah.
But, like I said, there's a lot of ways it can go, and I think a lot of them are bad. So we'll see what happens. However, right now I'm very happy with the angle. I thought, fuck out of here. Yeah, I thought it ruled. But to get more into Dynamite, I guess. The show kicked off. What did you just fucking send me?
It's just a gif of him getting punched.
God damn.
Man.
The show started off, like I mentioned, with Swerve versus Fletcher. We weren't talking to Fletcher this time. The match was good. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah, it's a good little TV match.
Swerve needs to. We need to get a new move.
Wow.
We really need to get a new move.
Is that your main complaint right now?
With Swerve, yeah, which is like probably a pretty, like it's a good thing. That's my biggest complaint, you know?
Yeah.
I think the house call is a good move.
Yeah, I was fine with house call being his finisher.
Yeah, I think that should be his finisher. He hits it like perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like it should be house call. Should be like his regular TV finisher. The Swerve stomp should be very situational, like very situational. And then like because we have to set it up. I feel like it should be like pretty situational. Like it should be a corner move, and then you like just throw him down on the ground and just wait for him to get. I feel like that should be
like he should just do like Trevor Lee's stomp, which is true.
Can he jump that high? He probably can.
Yeah. I would imagine he could jump that high, yeah. But like that should just be his. That's much more like adaptable to any situation.
Oh yeah. It is.
Him having to like
get on top rope and
body slam them, and then the guy has to like shift himself into position and then like slowly set up. It's fucking torturous. Just sit there and watch it. But good match. I mean, not like crazy match. I can't even go. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was fine, match. It was fine.
And then after that, I'm pretty sure was the Mox promo, which, like I said, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm going off the top of my head. I forgot to write notes. If you remember anything, just tell me. I'm pretty sure the next thing though was Willow and Mercedes. Am I right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So Willow comes out for her celebration. Fucking dog's whining. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie. I think like a lot of the beginning of the segment was just kind of general like, congratulations Willow from Chris and Stoke, and then Willow, I think she got the microphone, started talking for like 2 seconds, and then Mercedes immediately came out. So like, and then basically Willow and Mercedes were talking about, Willow feels that Mercedes had it out for her like as soon as she came to AEW, which, I mean,
yeah,
she mentioned her in her opening promo. So like,
said unfinished business.
something tells me. And then
noticing.
Yeah, I'm noticing right now. And then Mercedes followed that with, "Do you think I'm blaming you for almost ending my career, from taking wrestling away from me?"
Type shit.
And then she was like, "You don't want to know the answer."
Type shit.
And then Willow followed that up, saying, "She's doubted herself, dude. She didn't know if she could actually beat Mercedes, or if it was just that one instance because she was injured."
Yeah, she said she wasn't happy when she went to her hotel room and looked at the time that she wasn't even happy.
She wasn't smiling.
Yeah, she wasn't smiling. Willow's always smiling.
Always.
How could you?
That's part of her character.
Always. Mercedes, heel for sure.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
You know
Shame. Boom.
This sounds like we make fun of the segment. We aren't.
We're not.
It was actually a pretty good segment.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And then Willow kept like actually, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the promo, I was like, "Where's this going? This is a little weird."
We thought was getting heel turn. We thought was getting heel turn.
Yeah, we thought that.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we did get a little movement there, but we're not gonna rest there. Willow kept like a legitimately awesome promo though about how she needs to prove herself that she could beat Mercedes full health. And then Mercedes says, "You can't even beat me full health," and it got in her face. And then when Mercedes turned around, Chris
Statlander,
Mrs.
grabbed the arm,
grabbed Mercedes' arm, but then she let go.
Let go.
Mercedes thought that it was Willow, right?
Let go.
Fucking slapped her in the mouth. What the fuck?
Give it a Thunder Liger.
You think she's gonna watch the show back, maybe, and be like, "Ah,
nah, wrestlers don't do that.
No." But yeah, no, legitimately, pretty good segment. I liked it. I think it built well. I don't think Mercedes felt like, I was telling Khalid whenever Mercedes was coming out, somebody made the point on Twitter, and I fully agree. She hasn't wrestled yet, so every time she comes out, she feels like a special guest. She feels like, I said Bret Hart because that was the first guy that came to mind, or first wrestler that came to mind that made like a special appearance. But like, fucking, what's his name? God damn it. Dennis Rodman. When Dennis Rodman was out there, he felt like a special guest, you know? It feels like that every week when Mercedes comes out. This week, a little less so, I think, because she was like making a point and like talking.
It's directed. It's like
something that it's directed at something that's happening in AEW, something that happened on the pay-per-view. She feels more connected to like the actual product now in this segment than anything before. So I liked it. I thought it was good. Good progress, especially for like Mercedes, just and how she generally feels in the product. I think once we get to Double or Nothing, full steam ahead. I still think they should have waited. I think that it was like reported by a few people that the reason they did Big Business so early was because they couldn't get TD Garden later down the line. Okay, I get it, but I don't know, man. Figure something else out. Fuck. But yeah, that's besides the point. Good segment.
Mm-hmm.
After that, what the fuck was there? The gauntlet match. I don't know if it was directly after, but wait, we forgot the fucking Orange Cassidy segment.
That's what opened the show.
That's what opened the show. Fuck.
That's
okay.
What it was. Yes, that's what it was.
Orange Cassidy's out there. He just got thrown out of the curtain.
He got thrown from
Trump
the
is
entrance
out there talking shit. He's like, Chuck, come on, come out here. And then Chuck comes out, and Trent, don't check his likes. It was like, listen, bro, this guy he's been a leech. We brought him out here as our lackey, and then we became his lackeys. This is a bunch of horse shit. Which is true. He's right.
That is true.
And then Trent basically just said, like, you gotta give people what they want, dude. Come on. And then he like raised his hands to hug. And then Chuck in the corner went like this. They started walking towards him, and he was like, you know, Trent,
you know what? I fucking hate you.
Yeah, actually, you're kind of gay. And then fuck, call him a piece of shit, actually. And then he hit him with a microphone, and then he tried to challenge him to a parking lot brawl. Chuck E. T is cleared.
Well, according to Chucky, he said the doctors won't clear it.
So I want to fight you in the parking lot.
So I'll fight you in the parking lot. Yeah. So technically, he's not cleared. He's not cleared to really fight yet. So yeah, it's going to be awkward because is he just not going to wrestle after the parking lot?
That would be weird. I don't think he's actually not cleared. I think he actually is cleared.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What
if he gets injured in a parking lot match?
You know what he should do though?
Awful on the van.
Read my mind. Read my fucking mind, bro. This is why we're on the Graps podcast together, you know what I mean? By the way, we started a TikTok. Go follow it or I'll fucking find you. I'll put it in the link in the description, you know what I mean? Okay, after the fucking Willow Mercedes segment, I'm pretty sure was the Gauntlet match, which fucking ruled.
The Mina match was somewhere in between.
You're right.
The Mina match.
The Mina Shirakawa versus NJ match.
You didn't watch it.
Full transparency. I did not watch this fucking match.
Yeah, you did.
I was talking to my roommate. It's not because I don't like either. Well, I don't like Anna Jay in the ring very much. I love Mina Shirakawa. I was distracted. Okay. Did you watch it? How was it? Was it okay?
It was right. I mean, like, it's Mina. Like,
right.
Everyone likes Mina. Yeah, like everyone. Music hit, pop. She gets out there dancing. Everyone's
the crowd was actually like. She whenever she came out on Dynamite like a few weeks ago to save Mariah, they didn't really pop that much, but they were like into her, and like even when like after all the dancing, after like her entrance music and stuff, like actually in the ring when she was doing shit, they were actually like, from what I saw like the first like 2 minutes, they were actually like pretty into her.
Well, that's because a couple weeks ago they were in the back roads of West Virginia. Yeah. So
this week they were in civilization. So
yeah, they were. It was actual people there this time. It wasn't a bunch of you know, and
fucking Appalachia.
Yeah. Know how they get. Sorry, but
Mina. That one. Anyways,
you know what I'm talking about, brother. Anyway,
we've never talked about them, and we know
you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways,
from what Khalid is saying, it sounds pretty good though.
Yeah. She had good like she knows how to work with the crowd and like up and do all the good stuff. Like serviceable TV match, some good crowd involvement in there. It was pretty nice. And then she got the roll up. She got the roll up pin. And then Anna Jay, Salty, of course, locked in the shit on. She did some Mariah. I think. Yeah. And then Tony came out. Got her out the ring. Said, "Fuck you, fuck out my ring." Then Serena Deeb came out. Which was Deeb was supposed to be working with you. On on Rampage. Rampage against Emmy. So that does suck. That's probably gonna be delayed, unfortunately.
That's not serious. I don't know. Has anything been reported? Do you know?
I don't think so. But Eve seems to be the next challenger. She picked up Tony's shoes, room behind her, sat down next to, did not touch the title, not one.
Which is good. Hey, by the way, that's like a big pet peeve of mine. When a fucking wrestler like takes a belt and they're like consistently, if they do it like the day before the pay-per-view, whatever, you know? Yeah. But like continuously through the build, if they're constantly raising the belt, yeah, that's it's a big pet peeve of mine. I like that. They're gonna lose. She sat down and she said, I'm not even gonna touch the title. The next time you see me with this title, it'll be mine. However, I mentioned this to you.
Yeah.
She didn't cut the mic. She didn't do it on the mic.
Yeah, she didn't do it on the mic.
She just like did it. I think the reason it like irked me to the point where I'm talking about it is because the sound was bad all night. Like there was sound glitches all night. Like so you could barely hear her. Really?
Yeah. The crowd, like you could hear the crowd more than her. Yeah, and she was right there in front of the camera.
Right in front of the camera. She immediately she sat down and she goes, "Get close."
Get close because she knows. Like, yeah.
And it didn't work. Yeah. But we can hear her well enough to get the point. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it probably would have worked better if she was on the fucking mic. But yeah, I still think I'm excited for that match. First of all, don't check who Serena's married to, and then you'll be able to enjoy her work. I mean,
that Dean versus Mariah match might hit.
Oh my god,
that dude might hit.
You think Serena and Rossi ever hang out? Anyways, after the gauntlet match, Rossi's a pedophile. Did you know that?
Let me check Serena Deeb's cage match real quick. Making sure she wasn't out there. Making sure.
Check you checking she's ever in Stardom?
Yeah. Let me just
check sure I'll get into the gauntlet match. The gauntlet match. We were very confused. What the fucking match was because they didn't explain it at all. They just announced it like on the show in the corner. It wasn't even a match graphic or anything. But it was a casino gauntlet match for the number one contendership for the AEW International title. And it started off with Jay White and Dante Martin. First of all, the fucking Bang Bang Gang came out with the pink belts.
Fucking silly.
What are we doing? Make them black again.
Fuck are we doing?
Fuck you. And then so Swerve? No. Fucking Jay White and Dante. I was trying to say Switchblade. Sorry, Switchblade. Switchblade by Jay White and fucking Dante had a little nice match. But then, like, we were very confused because Dante got thrown over the top rope, and then Penta came out.
It immediately came out.
So we were like, "Is it a battle royale? What is happening?" No, it was just like guys continuously come out until somebody gets pinned, which made for a very fun fucking match. Like, super fun to watch. I'm trying to think of the order. So it was Jay into Dante into Penta into Kyle into Commander. No.
Will. It was Will.
Was it?
Okay, it was Will, then Lance.
Into Osprey, into Lance, into
Commander. Into
Jay Lethal.
That
was it, right?
I believe that was it.
Something like that. Fucking some names. A lot of really great guys. Kyle and Will got into it, and it was fucking fantastic. Kyle cut his hair, by the way.
Yeah. Kyle cut his fucking hair. He fucking great.
Kyle.
It just brings up so many just vibes, and it's like you know what you're getting.
Listen, we can after this we can talk about Dynasty a little bit. We can talk about the big points.
Yeah.
I'm getting into this right now. Kyle and Roddy, bro. Oh my god, dude. They are fucking fantastic. There was a fucking like a true struggle in there, bro. They were beating the fuck out of each other. Fucking there's a point where like they were throwing these fucking forearms that were so stiff. Stiff.
Bro, they were to put that match in the fucking Tokyo Dome or Karuken Hall, brother, that shit is 7 fucking stars.
Yeah, bro. That shit fucking ruled. And then fucking Roddy hit like one of the best end of hard X he's hit in a long time at the end of the match, dude. It was awesome. It also had the hilarious Wardlow run-in. He like came out there and he didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. Thank God. I was pissed off just seeing him.
Bro, he came out and I was like, I immediately texted you. I said, don't ruin this.
Yeah, like, please. Oh my God. Thank God he didn't. But fucking Roddy, every backbreaker Roddy hit.
Oh my God, bro.
So
he hit one so hard his own knee buckled, bro.
Yes, like he was doing it out of so. He did the Irish. He did the pump handle.
Yeah.
Out of every fucking move. He did the top rope one.
Whenever he went for one, it was later in the match. He went for another one, and Cal just fucking kneed him in the chin.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. And then I think fucking he did that, and then Roddy hit a fucking sick kick directly after that, bro. Oh my God. That match fucking ruled. That match was amazing. I don't care what anybody says. That shit was incredible.
Good.
Anyways, Will Ospreay won the gauntlet match.
Yeah. He won one of my house. So, side note, real quick. Sorry, I'm looking at Miss Deep. See what she, see what she's been up to. In 2013, she did do a couple matches. She did 2 matches for wrestling. And she did 3 Pro Wrestling Diana. Oh. And then she did 3 matches for for JWP, the Japanese Women Project. So she was out there, but not with Rossi. She was actually with Rossi's ops.
All right, well,
interesting. A little interesting. I don't know how that works.
What are Rossi's ops? 18-year-olds? Anyways,
Aja Kong, but yeah, sure.
Aja Kong, Asuka, Kenny, apparently.
Kenny got a big straps for Rossi. He's at full Rossi. Oh God.
Oh fuck, dude. Dude, that fucking clip of him like actually talking about Rossi, and then Michael Nakazawa in the back. He's got the big joystick, and like Rossi or Kenny's like. Rossi, he's like not saying it out like fully, but he's essentially just saying Rossi's a pedophile. But in the background, Michael's just like
losing his shit.
He's getting his shit kicked in on, I assume, like Street Fighter 6 or something. But it's so funny. That clip kills me every time I see it, dude. I've gone back to watch it for that like specific moment. In the first few seconds, he's like, "Oh fuck." Anyways.
Oh my God.
What show was on? AEW Dynamite? Right. So yeah, Will won. So at fucking Double or Nothing.
Will Roddy versus
fucking Roderick Strong for the AEW International title. That should rule. I'm scared because I think Will's gonna win. If it was against anybody else but Roddy, I would be okay with that. But over these next fucking, 2 weeks, we better get Roddy Takeshita. Fucking Roddy Fletcher. Ah, fuck. I was going to say Roddy Hobbs, but can't do that. So, I mean, that we at least better get those.
I don't think we're getting Takeshita.
We're not. But,
yeah.
It sucks. I feel like this Roddy reign is capable of so much more, and they have done nothing with it. So, not nothing. I was just talking about one of my favorite matches of the year for that belt. I just mean, on the weekly TV, they've done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing with that fucking title reign. So, a little disappointing, but I am excited for this match. This should be very good. I think that Will's going to win just to, give him something to do between now and All In, where he's probably going to win the title. So, the world title, I mean. So
Forbidden Door time. If he has that title, who are we throwing at Will Ospreay? I have my vote.
It's got to be a multi-man. It's got to have somebody from CMLL.
I have my vote. Zack Sabre.
Yeah.
Zacky Sabre.
My thing is with Will, it's all the main event guys in Japan, we've seen it.
Yeah.
Not that it would be bad. I just mean the idea of Forbidden Door is like these matches are like a little special because we haven't seen like you know.
Yeah.
That's why I say it should be a CMLL guy. Like for
I don't think
Okada and for Will, it should be CMLL guys. Like Okada should wrestle fucking Atlantis or something, and Will should wrestle Hechicero.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying.
Gotcha.
That's kind of like for them two specifically, but also like if a match traffic were to go up, and it's Will Ospreay versus fucking Shingo Takagi, I'm not gonna be like, oh, what the fuck, you know, like I'll still be into it. Man. Oh, dang it, this is gonna stink. No, it's not gonna stink.
Speaking of Shingo,
hey, Swerve.
Hey, Swerve. Hey, what you know about the dragon? Not the American dragon, but the other dragon. Yeah, the other guy. Would you happen to be familiar with this game? You ever taken a maiden?
Just sit there and take a Swerve stomp, okay?
Well, yeah, it's not happening. But he's taking that JML driver, buddy. It's either that JML that JML driver, or we have a new champion on our hands. Fuck out of here.
But getting into the next match. Wait, was there anything between? Oh, the no, there had to be. What was in between the Gauntlet and the IWGP match? I think in between the Gauntlet and the IWGP match was the Buck segment backstage.
Yeah,
and then it was Ospreay, Dawn, and Fletcher.
Yeah, they were in the back. Yeah,
where Dawn basically said like, oh, at one point in the Gauntlet match, Ospreay had Kyle ready for the Tiger Driver 91, and he stopped doing it because of what happened with Brian. Like, you know, he was saying like he fucking died. So he stopped doing it, and then he went to do something else, and Kyle reversed it. And he almost lost. It was like a close count. So they're celebrating backstage a little bit. Not like in the locker room or anything. There's an interviewer there. I think it was Renee. And then Dawn is like, but hold on, Will, like you had him in the Tiger Drive 91. What happened? And then Will was like, we gotta outlaw the move. Like I almost killed Brian with that on accident. Like I'm not comfortable doing that anymore. No. Yeah. And then Dawn is like getting on him more, you know, like trying to. Oh, by the way, hold on. During the fucking Swerve and Fletcher match, Don stands up at commentary. He goes, Melbourne. He was like calling plays, bro. It was so funny. It was fucking hilarious. Dude, it was. I lost my shit. I was cackling. It was so funny. Anyways, and then Fletcher like stands up a little bit for Will, and he's like, "Listen, Don, like you won the match." And then Don's like, "What do you know about winning matches?"
He just got his ass kicked by Swerve, like that's just.
And then Fletcher like kind of backed up a little bit, and then he's like, "Listen, we're gonna figure this out. Like you're gonna use that move again, but I gotta go talk to Hobbs because he's about to face, you know, Mox for the IWGP title. He's gonna win the title." And then that was the end of that segment. And then Mox and Hobbs. I'm not gonna lie, even before. Okay, well, Hobbs got hurt in this match. It's pretty obvious. I don't really know exactly what the fuck.
I don't know what happened.
He took a bump to the outside, and then his right leg. I'm pretty sure it was. He was pointing to it, and the ref was talking to him. And then he was talking to the ref, and then the ref went to talk to Mox about it. And then the ref got back in the ring, and he like pointed at the doctor. So I was like, "It's pretty fucking serious." And then it was only escalated by the fact that Will just straight up could not stand on his fucking leg. So they got back in the ring, and they did a little bit like Mox did some corner punches, and then he hit him with a Death Rider. But then Hobbs kicked out, and then Mox choked him out. Even before the injury, I'm not gonna lie, the match wasn't hitting like crazy. They didn't have that long, but also it wasn't just. It didn't feel like their chemistry wasn't off the charts, you know. So yeah, Hobbs got hurt. Sadly, that sucks. Legitimately, hope it's not anything too serious, but the way it looks pretty serious. So, you know, good vibes to Hobbs. And then after that was the Tony Khan segment, which, like I said, was fucking awesome. I'm hoping really badly. Like I said, that whole story doesn't go horribly, but yeah. Next week, though, we've got a few things to look forward to. I'll start with the one that
you can talk about Takesha.
Oh yeah, Mox is celebrating on the ramp. Takesha comes out. It is fucking. In his fucking
baggy ass pants. Oh my!
Kid Trunks pants. He's like standing there, hot as fuck. By the way, just the most attractive man on the fucking planet. And then he goes back in the locker room. Yeah, that match is gonna rule.
What's that?
Obviously, he's challenging Mox for that AEW title.
I personally, hold on, wait. I personally think before we can get to the next for the other stuff, I personally think they should, while Takesha's in Japan for All Together, and Mox is going to be there around, I believe.
That makes sense. Yeah.
They should run. If there's a DDT show, just DDT, Mox, Takesha.
Yeah, I'd be in there. I'd be there for that.
Just so we can get Takesha with his own music, please.
Or maybe,
Thank you.
Maybe we can do like a tag match or something. Mox and Despy versus Takesha and whoever the fuck.
I was gonna say Mal, but it's not his boy anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say. I started talking about that with the intention of saying Mal, and then
Yeah,
I remembered that. Yeah, anyways. You could also say Shunma, but no. Takeshita beat the ever loving fuck out of Shunma on over WrestleMania weekend. So, you know.
Oh my god.
A few things you can do there, but overall, I like. You asked me directly after the show is over if this was the best Dynamite of the year.
It's up there.
Off the top of my head, I don't know if I can name a better one.
I mean, let me take a look real quick. Let me just.
While you do that, talk a little bit about what you're saying. I'm gonna go get my food. It won't take long, I promise.
Okay, so while he's going, we're gonna do a breakdown of the fucking of the shows that have happened this year, and we can come to the conclusion if this was the best Dynamite of this year. The highest rated Dynamite on Cage match is February 7th. Oh, okay. The highest rated Dynamite has Adam Page and Swerve. Blackpool. Oh my!
What are you freaking out about?
Okay, so it's like number 2.
Yeah. What?
Like
oh, you're talking about the Dynamite with Hangman and Swerve on it,
where they opened the fucking show.
What else is on the card?
Blackpool Combat Club versus Hechicero.
Oh my god!
And that's where Darby Allin Sting beat Ricky Starks and Bill. That all happened on one Dynamite. That's the best Dynamite. Yeah, it's the best one.
Okay. Tonight was probably the second best of the year.
Yeah. Also saw Takesha tap out Jericho. That's good Graps.
Okay. We can talk about Dynasty a little bit. I mean, Will and Brian was. I'm gonna give it another rewatch because this is a hefty statement, and I don't want to hyperbolize. Your camera's frozen.
God damn it.
I don't want to hyperbolize, but I think this may have been a perfect wrestling match. This is a weird. It's a hard way to just look at it. It's difficult to describe. It's like I think they went a little long, but the stuff they did justified the match's length.
Honestly, didn't even realize they went that long. I'm looking at the time right.
It's like 34 minutes, right?
32:40.
Yeah, I mean,
like
pretty long fucking match.
Yeah,
I think that like
watching it live, it did not feel 30 fucking minutes.
It didn't feel that long.
It did not feel
on
that long.
On a rewatch, it did feel that long. Which is why I want to give it another rewatch. I've watched it twice, but I just
your opinion on it hasn't changed at all.
my opinion of it, no. Like I watched it, I watched the first time and I was like, this is fucking incredible. Like I don't want to tweet anything out like crazy right now because sorry, I don't want to tweet anything crazy right now because like, I mean, I did that with Kenny and Ospreay too. And looking back on that match, I don't think that match was as good as I initially rated it. But this one, on second watch, like I said, I did think it went a little long, but I also think that what they did with that time justified that they went that long.
I mean, really, you can knock out like.
That's the thing. What do you knock out? There's not a lot.
Yeah, there is.
Everything they did is like fucking awesome.
The only thing you could like, you can't even like the moment from when he hit the Tiger Driver to him hitting the hidden blade. It was like there was like.
No, that's the thing though.
That's
important because in that moment he hits the Tiger Driver and Kenny's or not, what the fuck? Brian is like doing his fucking seizure cell and shit.
Yeah.
But Will's got his back turned. He doesn't see the doctors being called in. That's why he goes to the last hidden blade.
Yeah.
He didn't see the doctors.
Yeah.
So that's why he fucking ruthlessly just fucking hit him with another hidden blade. That's a pivotal part of the match and why everything that's happening now is happening. Because he didn't realize until after the match that Brian was fucking seizing up. Kayfabe, he was having a kayfabe seizure.
So again, there's nothing to trim.
There's nothing to trim. It's crazy. Like 32 minutes and 40 seconds of like quality necessary work is crazy. That to me is like if it's not a perfect match, it's fucking like way up there, you know?
Definitely is.
So I mean, has fucking Meltzer rated it yet? Not that it matters that much. I'm just curious.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna give it another rewatch eventually. Probably. I mean, I can't tomorrow. I have too much schoolwork, but eventually, probably sometime this weekend, I'll watch it again. I still have not been able to watch the fucking ladder match because my stream cut out during that, and then I just haven't had time to go back and watch it. What did you think of it? I know that, I mean, a lot of people fucking loved it.
Good? Yeah, it was good. That's having to follow that match.
That's what I keep hearing is the fact that like they followed the match and they got the crowd back. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've seen Cash's fucking suicide dive. That guy, does he want to die? Is what I'm thinking as I watch. He launches himself from that table.
Did you? Oh, you probably haven't seen. Well, I mean, you probably have seen a clip of Dax hitting. I believe it was Matt. He hit somebody with a power driver on top of a ladder, and the whole ladder, like the way they had it wedged. Okay, so they had the ladder wedged from the ring to the bell area. Mm-hmm. It barely made the gap. I'm talking like here's the barrier. The ladder is like sitting like this. It's that much room to give. They got on that ladder, did a power driver. Dak's foot got kind of caught, so when he leaned back, the ladder pushed forward, dropped down. That shit was so fucking scary. Cause when you heard it, it sounded like someone snapped their arm just off the fucking moment. But all it was the ladder hitting the ground. Yeah. But the way it looked, it was just boom. I was like, oh shit! Oh my god! I was like, oh my god! Matt's dead. He's dead. Holy shit! He's dead. He's done. But yeah, the match was crazy.
I'm gonna go back and watch it. I'll probably watch it this weekend. I'll probably watch that before I watch Brian Ospreay. The main event of Dynasty was like, it was good.
It was good.
It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, no.
They kind of botched the finish a little bit, but I think they recovered it pretty well. As about as well as they could have. Swerve was like trying to go for like a super stomp or whatever the fuck. They were both on the top rope, and Swerve tried to like jump onto. I don't know how they thought this was gonna work.
What you mean?
Swerve was gonna jump onto, like they were both on the top turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Swerve was going to jump on to Joe's shoulders, I guess. And then Joe was going to fall back and like it was going to be the Swerve stomp.
Mm-hmm.
How the
That makes sense to me.
How? Swerve is going to fall on the way down.
I mean, he always falls, really. I mean, he doesn't.
I mean, like before Joe hits the fucking mat, I don't see how it's physically possible for Swerve to like stay. Really what he would do, he would actually land on him. He probably would have actually landed on him. Probably, yeah. I don't know. It's just very weird. It didn't work out though, and Joe, I don't think Joe fell back. I think
no.
Swerve just jumped over him.
Yeah, he jumped over him, then did the power bomb.
Yeah,
which then caused him to do the second Swerve.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a botch. I'm pretty sure that's just.
No, that was a botch.
You think that was a botch?
Yes.
I don't think that was a botch. I don't.
Yo, my dog. Hold on, give me a second. This is an empty water bottle. Do not fucking stop it, bro. Fucking Jesus Christ. Anyways,
yeah, that's animal abuse for sure.
Shut up, dude. It didn't even hit the dog. All right.
I heard.
I didn't even hit the dog. See, dude, look. She's fine. Anyways, anything else off Dynasty you want to talk about?
I mean, you didn't even bring up the Okada match.
That match
was good.
Omitting it. I'm asking you if you want to talk anything about it. Anyways, that match was awesome. You're right. Fucking dude, the part where Okada DDT's Pac on the outside.
Oh yeah.
That fucking bump that Pac took is absurd. That shit was insane. I mean, yeah, like Okada was fantastic in this match. He fucking like his facial expressions were amazing. He came to fucking wrestle. Like he gave a shit. It was very clear. And I mean, like, of course, Pac was just as great as he always is.
Locking it.
Yeah, I mean, great match. The part where Pac had Okada like ready for another gut wrench, deadlift German suplex. Okada's face is hilarious, dude. It's so good. I'm trying to think. Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm had a match that was like way better than it had any right to be. That match kicked ass. Both of them, like Thunder Rosa, she snapped out of whatever ring rust she had and just fucking started beating the fuck out of Toni. And Toni met it. You know, she didn't wrestle as your stick. She wrestled as Toni Storm. That was very good.
Elite promo.
Huh?
Elite backstage promo just got posted. Exclusive.
We're gonna watch this promo and give you guys our live reactions. Send me the tweet. Thank you. Give us about 38 seconds.
You took 8 months of my career. We just got what was coming. That was just us. Trying to change the world. And what you just saw out there, unfortunately for Tony, the best boss I ever worked for, by the way. That was just us. Matter of fact, Matt, trying to get this place back to what it was supposed to be. And that was our final play. The Elite has arrived. Matter of fact, Matthew, this is the best version of the Elite.
Hey. So, what I was going to get into before you told me to bring up Takeshita, which you were right to do. Next week, Kenny Omega is going to be at Dynamite. And during this promo, Nicholas Jackson just said, matter of fact, this is the best version of the Elite. That's going to get addressed next week for sure. They should show that on Dynamite next week.
That was also another thing. Someone made a tweet about how they keep saying change the world. Jack Perry said it.
He said it tonight.
Matt said it, and then I think Nick said it, or that was Matt who said it here too.
Matthew. He's Matthew, bro. Matthew Jackson. Call him by his.
Sorry, I'm putting you fucking fine. Sorry, dude, I don't get fucking fine. Matthew Jackson. Anyways, whatever, loser. Change the World was when Kenny won his first title, his first IWGP title. The shirt that he had that came out said "Change the World" on it. Back in 2018.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. I think we know where this is going. We know it's going to happen. It's not going to happen now, but when it does,
Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay should team against the Young Bucks.
You think so?
I mean, I think it would be fun, yeah. But I also think he should just also wrestle Kazuchika Okada. But
yeah, I think
that might. If Kenny is back, I think Kenny Okada might be the Wembley match.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It depends if Kenny's healthy.
I don't think he'll be healthy in time, but
probably not. You're right, but if he is,
if he is, that would be great.
That would suck though.
What?
Kenny not having a singles match on any of the Wembley shows so far. God.
Yeah.
That would stink. Obviously, the first one is they're doing, the second one's not. So there's a little bit of an asterisk next to that, but still. But yeah, so that's on Dynamite next week. Kenny is back. And then we also are going to find out who is going to face Swerve Strickland next week on Dynamite.
We said Danielson.
I'm starting to think it's Danielson. Will moving on so fast to makes me think that it's Danielson. It makes me think there's a better chance for it to be Danielson because they're not following up on that specific part of the story, especially with Hobbs being out now. Blackpool Combat Club versus Don Callis family may not be as viable, So
I feel all the possible people are kind of out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Takeshita, Mox, Ospreay, they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I seen someone say
sorry, go ahead.
I seen someone talk about Ricky. I don't know yet.
Starks?
Yeah. I think someone said
okay.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, now that
talking about fucking Steamboat there for a second, brother.
Yeah,
bro, Ricky Starks.
I could see
fuck out of here.
I could see that. Well, seeing as the big build, they're not attacking no more. But
this isn't me being he's friends with Cody. This guy fucking sucks. Ricky Starks headlining a pay-per-view is
that was another thing too.
People are gonna get mad at you for this.
What?
Ricky is not that good. Am I insane?
When that compared to what most of the people who watch AEW, it's crazy because a lot of people like Ricky. A lot of people like Ricky.
37.
Okay.
I'm saying people look at him like he's this up and coming young guy that just hasn't had his shot yet. That is not what Ricky is. Ricky is
he hasn't had a shot yet.
He
had one feud with MJF. Everything else got taken.
I'm not talking about legitimately. Yeah. I'm not talking about in kayfabe he hasn't had a chance. I'm saying he's had matches with Danielson that were fantastic, but it's just listen, okay. Ricky Starks is not the caliber of performer that should be main eventing a Double or Nothing.
I'm getting to that. There's also people saying that they don't think Swerve would even main event.
What would main event?
They're saying Willow Mercedes would main event.
That makes sense. To me, it makes sense. They have to earn that, I think, because the TBS title main eventing. I'm not saying that they got to earn it because for any misogynistic reasons. I mean shut up. Mid-card title main eventing over the first defense of Swerve Strickland is the world title is it's a daunting thing to try and do, but it can be done. Willow and Mercedes are good enough to do that.
But that's why I'm saying since Rick, according to you,
I see your point.
Yeah. So It would make sense for Ricky to be on there.
I still don't like it. I think it should either be Bryan Danielson or Christian Cage.
It should be Danielson, but like,
but like it
if
should also be Christian Cage.
If they're gonna go with this whole angle of, is Swerve's father dead? let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, parents.
I have to clip that.
He said he hasn't seen his dad in 4 years. Oh no, that was in 2019. Ooh.
There might be some fucking material here.
Yeah. Okay, so August 9th.
Crazy.
August 9th. He said he hasn't seen his dad in 4 years. He hasn't watched me wrestle in 10 years. It was rejuvenating having him come out to NXT Buffalo. Okay, so the last time he saw him was well, I ain't gonna say the last time we saw him, but last evidence, 2019. Christian Cage, if you're watching, might want to.
That was crazy.
Do some research on that. You said Christian Cage, like, I mean, how's that not the?
Man, I just mean like it would be a fun little feud.
I mean, but it's Christian
3 weeks long. Christian Cage getting a little fucking title shot, you know. Is his mom dead or?
Not because his. All
right, hey, let's not. Okay.
Check it out.
This is an unhinged moment, dude. What the fuck?
Anything of parents? No, see nothing parent related. Sorry.
Sorry. No, that's good. It's good. They're both alive, presumably.
So, I don't know, maybe.
Anyways, listen, not every feud of Christian Cage needs to center around your dad dead, your mom dead.
I mean, but all of them have so far.
Dead.
All of them have.
A lot of them have started that way.
No, I'm not saying the feud has to be that, but that will get brought up somewhere in there. So it has to be.
No,
we have to know.
Also, he could. Okay, listen. I'm talking specifically in wrestling. I don't want to be too disrespectful right now. Okay, but I do know that Swerve and the mother of his children are not together. I don't think. So if he wants to use that, he could. That's all I'm saying. So if you want some fucking personal fucking shit, you know,
you're heartless. You know that. You're real heartless.
All right.
You're real heartless. You know that.
I brought up Christian Cage, and you immediately went, "Is his dad dead?"
Sad to make sure.
Anyways, I think it should be either Christian Cage or Bryan Danielson that faces Source Strickland at Dynasty. Or no, at Double or Nothing, sorry. And I think Christian Cage is probably like a little more likely than Bryan Danielson because we haven't seen Christian in a while. Him coming back, you know, it could be fun, you know? Maybe next week they just do another fucking gauntlet match for
the world title.
Yeah. Which I guess like I guess like
cool.
For a pay-per-view Double or Nothing like centered around the not like the aesthetic is gambling. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, we'll see though for sure.
You're going to be really upset when Ricky Stark's music hit. You're going to be really upset.
Like, okay, I don't want this to come. I've openly defended the hating of Ricky Starks on Twitter, but like, he's not that guy. Okay.
All right. From what I've seen so far, like he's cool.
That's what I mean. He's cool.
He's cool.
I felt the same way about the Pillars last year. Everybody except for Darby did not deserve to be in that match.
That's crazy.
Especially one of them, who's not been around in a while. Anyways,
that's on him.
Yep. Shouldn't have fucking did a goddamn finishing move on a concussed elderly man. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my food. This has been the Graps podcast. I hope Swerve's parents are okay. I hope they continue to be okay for a while. All right.
The way he's on about it, he wants them to get talked about. You heard what he said, bro. Christian Gage coming out next week, bro. Anyways,
Graps podcast, TikTok. I'll put the link in the description below. If it gets banned in 9 months, fuck it. We got, fuck it, we ball, as they say. Bro, put your fucking salute up.
I did, bro. In the fucking episode, bro. No, bro.
Oh,
Hurry up, man. Jesus Christ.